Good afternoon, everybody. As always, my name is JC, and welcome to my channel, Every Man's Thoughts. In today's video, we're going to break down the first Amazon teaser trailer and title reveal video for the upcoming Lord of the Rings on Prime Rings of Power TV series. So, with that, let's get started. Although I enjoyed this trailer, in fact, I thought it was kind of cool, in terms of releasing new information, it was pretty vanilla. The trailer did reveal the title, but we didn't see any new visuals to give us sort of a flavor of the show, nor did they hint at any of the storylines. However, if we dig a little deeper, we can put some things together, particularly from the audio track. For copyright reasons, I'm not playing the audio on this video here, but I will have a link to the original trailer in the description. So, let's start with the title, Rings of Power. What does this tell us? For a long time, we've wondered what was going to be the glue that holds the show together. We knew early on Galadriel would be sort of the backbone of the show as she's the main character, but you'd have a hard time tying her into all of the various storylines. It now appears that the Rings of Power will be the common denominator tying the various storylines together. Next, as I mentioned previously, we didn't get any new visuals, but we can learn quite a bit from what we heard. The first thing we notice is actress Moyfred Clark, who plays Galadriel, reading the Verse of the Rings. This is very reminiscent of the opening from the original Lord of the Rings movies, where actress Cate Blanchett, who also played Galadriel, read a different version of the exact same verse. The obvious intention here is to tie the television show to the movies for the casual fan. The next thing we notice is the background music. It is exceedingly similar to the soundtrack from the movies. This is not a coincidence. According to inside sources like Fellowship of the Fans, Howard Shore, the same composer who did the movies, is working on the TV series. Once again, something to link the show to the movies for the casual fan. Now, for those that haven't been following the development of the show, this isn't the first time this issue has come up. When one of the actors, Lenny Henry, made the now infamous announcement that there would be hobbits in the show, which is completely outside of the books, the number one reason internet pundits, including myself, could come up with was they needed something to bridge from the movies to the show for fans that weren't familiar with the books. I think we can all draw the obvious conclusion that the producers of the show are sending a very obvious message that the show is going to be stylistically and probably thematically very similar to the movies. I consider this a good thing because I love those movies. However, I am still hopeful for maybe a slightly darker tone. The last thing I want to say about this point is to offer this caveat or words of warning. They are sending every possible signal that the show is going to feel like the movies, but they aren't offering us anything of substance as of yet. Recently, there's been any number of shows doing this type of marketing, making you think you're going to get something that you're comfortable or familiar with, only to not follow through and bail out on the fans. It could be subtle, like Wheel of Time, where they deconstructed the main character of the story, or it could be a blatant bait and switch like the recent edition of He-Man. Only time will tell if they follow through on what they're actually suggesting. The last thing I want to talk about today is also possibly a point of optimism. In the behind-the-scenes companion video for the trailer, it showed how the video was made. The creators used practical effects, not computer imaging, to create the shot. Real molten metal on real wood. Let's hope this signals their intention to do the same thing in the series. Well, everybody, that's it for me this time. If you like what you saw or you want to keep up on all the latest fantasy news, please hit that subscribe button and I will see you next time.